In Week 16 of the regular season, the Raiders showcased an exceptional defensive performance against the Kansas City Chiefs, led by a relentless pass rush, tight coverage. The Raiders defense stifled the Chiefs' high-powered offense, limiting their scoring to just 14 total points and forcing 2 turnovers. The defensive line constantly pressured the quarterback, disrupting plays and sacking him on multiple different occasions. The secondary showed remarkable discipline, blanketing the Chiefs receivers and preventing big plays down the field. As a result, the Raiders controlled the game defensively, securing a dominant victory by effectively neutralizing the Chiefs offense. And today I just wanted to jump into the tape and analyze play by play how the Raiders ruined Christmas Day for Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. Here, the Raiders' run defense did a great job limiting any big plays, and here, the first play of the game, we got Marcus Epps getting into the box, forcing the running back to try to go to the outside. Then we got Divine Diablo coming downhill, and then Kuntz is able to eventually make the tackle. But what I love here is that the Raiders had multiple different defenders in great positions to make the tackle. Here we got the second play of the game. The Raiders sent a clear message to Patrick Mahomes, and that was that this game was not going to be easy. Robert Spillane is able to shoot the gap, forces Mahomes to move in the pocket. He runs right into Max Crosby's sack. Crosby was no match for Travis Kelce on this rep, but I just love how this defense came out and immediately set the tone for this game. Here we got Adam Butler, who's able to get to the outside shoulder of the guard. He fights through a clear hold from the right tackle, but is still able to bring Mahomes down and almost causes a turnover. Just a fantastic first drive from this Raiders defense. Now, another third down here. The Raiders defensive line is going to bring down Mahomes once again. Take a look at defensive end Malcolm Kuntz. He is able to disengage his hands off the line of scrimmage, and then whoop, a nice little spin move and lands right into the lap of Mahomes and brings him down. Just what a fantastic pass rusher move from Kuntz right here. Here, the Raiders defense runs a cover 3 zone, and I just love the discipline from Nate Hobbs right here. He doesn't fall for the misdirection screen pass, and he stays disciplined. He knows his assignment is to cover the flat right here. And not only that, he immediately sniffs out the screen pass, and he doesn't hesitate after that. He's able to come downhill, make that tackle, and then he gets hyped afterwards. Once again, another play that just helps set the tone for this defense. Here, Max Crosby causes this play. Look at the technique right here, just able to shed the block off the line of scrimmage almost immediately. That was just filthy. He leaves the left tackle in the dust, and after this, Patrick Mahomes is just forced to throw this out of bounds. Here we got Malcolm Kuntz is able to set the edge. He wins his battle and he's able to make the tackle. But also what I liked was, Adam Butler being around the ball as well. Multiple different plays where you can see we got multiple different Raiders defenders swarming the ball carrier. Now here, Patrick Mahomes is able to complete this pass, but you can just see the pass rush is relentless and they nearly get him down right here. This definitely affects the mind of a quarterback, because even though he was still making a play, he can definitely feel that pressure is breathing down his neck, and that mental clock inside of his head is really starting to realize that he needs to continue to get the ball out quickly, because if he does not, he will get sacked. Here, the Chiefs try to get cute with this direct snap to Isaiah Pacheco, and they end up fumbling the handoff. But regardless, just look at how quickly Adam Butler was able to get into the backfield. He's able to put Mahomes down, causes a fumble, and then Bilal Nichols gets the easy scoop and score that really shifted the game in our favor. Now here is the second turnover of the day that led to points for the Raiders. Here the Raiders run a cover 3 zone, and Mahomes is going to look for this comeback route as he anticipates that cornerback Jack Jones is going to drop deep into coverage. And really this play was all due to the phenomenal instincts of Jack Jones and him just selling this. Jack Jones opens up his hips, indicating that he's going to drop deep into coverage, and he essentially baits Patrick Mahomes into throwing this pass. And then after that, he has the speed and the instincts to jump that route. And what I absolutely love here as well is just watching how he stares down Patrick Mahomes as he walks himself into the end zone. It is safe to say that Jack Jones came in to play the Grinch role and spoil Christmas for all of Kansas City. Another big play on third down for this defense. The Raiders once again stick with that cover 3 that had been working so well. And what I love here is just the discipline from this secondary group. Here we can see Mahomes is able to step up, and it looks like he may just go out and run for it, the first down. And that's where a lot of players sometimes can panic and they come down to try to make the tackle on Mahomes, and they leave their coverage assignment. But that's exactly what Patrick Mahomes wants them to do right here. The Raiders defensive backs stay disciplined. They let linebacker Robert Spillane do his job as a quarterback spy here, and Patrick Mahomes nearly gets this pass intercepted by Amik Robertson. Great stuff from the secondary. Another perfect example here of Patrick Mahomes just running for his life. The Raiders secondary does their part with nobody being open, which forces Mahomes to hold onto the ball. And then you got Kuntz being a menace on the edge. Mahomes has to run for his life just to get back to the line of scrimmage. As I mentioned earlier, this defensive line was relentless all game long. 3rd and 1 here for Kansas City, and the Raiders defensive line was able to swarm their way into the backfield and win the battle inside the trenches. Outstanding effort from Adam Butler once again, and the Raiders forced them to go for it on 4th down. Now, huge play in the game, 4th and 5, midway through the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs are going to gamble and try to get the first down. The Raiders, who had a lot of success running zone, this time run straight man-to-man coverage across the board. The Raiders bring pressure on this blitz, and Mahomes has to throw this ball. He throws this 50-50 ball down the field, but Amik Robertson is able to fight through this illegal pick from Travis Kelce, and he stays disciplined, does not cause a pass interference, and forces a turnover on down. Just a crucial play for the Raiders. The Raiders here run a cover 2 zone, but here defensive end Malcolm Kuntz is able to blow this play up. He is able to swat the hands of the left tackle, nearly brings him down. You got Crosby getting in the backfield as well, but Kuntz doesn't give up on the play. He comes right back and finishes off by bringing down the quarterback, and he brings him down hard on this rep. I just absolutely love to see it. Here the Raiders run a cover 3 once again. Patrick Mahomes misses number 83 early in this play. He was wide open, but the interior push from Adam Butler forces him to move. Right here, the Raiders secondary continues to stay disciplined. They have everything covered down the field. The defensive line chases him down, and Mahomes throws just a terrible, ill-advised throw off of his back foot, and Trayvon Merrick nearly comes down with the interception. It was ruled a pick on the field, but it was later overturned. But right here, just Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs got very lucky. Here the Chiefs are going to run a screen pass, and this is the exact same type of concept earlier from Nate Hobbs. He reads this very well, staying in the flat, but here he just misses the tackle, and it turns into a huge play for the Chiefs. And it's pretty weird. Hobbs is typically an excellent tackler, but here he definitely wishes he had this back. Right here, the Raiders run man-to-man coverage. It's 3rd and goal, and Amik Robertson, he does a good job playing off his man as he knows the Chiefs have to get into the end zone. And then when he sees Mahomes is about to throw it underneath, he immediately comes up and he forces an incomplete pass. Just great stuff right here. 4th and goal here for the Chiefs in the 4th quarter, a huge moment in the game for both teams. The Raiders once again are going to run man-to-man coverage. Mahomes sees Rashid Wright going on a corner route against Nate Hobbs, and Hobbs is all over this play. He's in great position. This is great coverage. He's able to stay patient, and then once the pass got there, he was able to swat the pass down. And remember how Nate Hobbs had that big missed tackle? Well, right here, he definitely made up for that. 3rd and 1, and just watch how Crosby is able to shed this block almost immediately, and he's able to get the run stuff nearly. But after that, we got Robert Spillane right behind him shooting the gap, and the Raiders force another 4th down for the Chiefs. And what I love is that the Raiders never made it easy on Kansas City. They had to work for all their yards and all their first downs. Now here is the only big chunk play of the night for Mahomes and the Chiefs. The Raiders show a cover 2 but ultimately end up running a cover 4, and here the issue was there was a miscommunication between Hobbs and Spillane. Both of them end up covering the flat route, which leaves the receiver wide open across the middle, and to me it makes more sense to have Nate Hobbs drop back and then let Spillane cover the flat. So I think it was essentially a blown coverage by Nate Hobbs, and it costed us big. You can't give Patrick Mahomes any gimmies like this. And here we just got a great play by Trayvon Merrick in the back of the end zone. The Raiders were running zone. Morug is able to pick up his man and he forces an incomplete pass. Now the last play of the game for the Raiders defense, and boy were they very close here, but Mahomes makes something out of nothing, which really just shows why it's so important to bring him down whenever you get the chance, whenever you can get contact on him. Malcolm Koonce was able to beat his man on the edge and he gets contact on Mahomes, but he escapes the sack. Patrick Mahomes, then he rolls out, keeps his eyes down the field and finds the open man. It was definitely a play that makes you very frustrated as we were so close to bringing him down, but you know, this also just shows how dominant this defense was. It took them a spectacular play like this for them to get into the end zone. So Raider Nation, the Raiders find themselves in a pivotal juncture as the NFL regular season draws to a close with only 2 weeks left and a shot at possibly making the playoffs. The importance of their defensive prowess cannot be overstated. The Raiders, currently being 7-8, need to win their remaining 2 games to potentially clinch a wild card spot. Their defense, which has displayed moments of dominance throughout the season, holds the key to their postseason aspirations in my opinion. The Raiders defense has shown glimpses of brilliance like in this game. Players like Max Crosby, Malcolm Koonce, Robert Spillane, and Jack Jones have been crucial as of late. However, consistency remains the ultimate factor. The Raiders defense must maintain its dominant form for this final stretch. The remaining schedule definitely poses some challenges with formidable opponents. Their ability to contain offenses and adapt to different game plans will be put to test. Solid defensive performances in these games will be crucial in my opinion, and it can really make or break their playoff aspirations. And not only that, the team's ability to complement their defensive strengths with an efficient offense and smart game management will be equally as vital. The Raiders will need to continue to rely on that ground game. They will need to continue to get it going, whether that's with Zamir White, who had a fantastic game, or with Josh Jacobs. Rookie quarterback Aiden O'Connell will have to step up and play a lot better in these next 2 weeks. But if the Raiders can continue their defensive dominance like they did in this game where they shut down Patrick Mahomes, they have a realistic chance of finishing the season with a 9-8 record. And at that point, they will be a dangerous team for anyone to play if they can sneak into the playoffs. The Raiders' fate hinges on their ability to continue their defensive dominance. The final 2 weeks present an opportunity for the Raiders to solidify their place amongst the postseason contenders, and it's their defense that holds the key. The Raiders are a defensive-oriented team now. The defensive side of the football is our strength, and we need to rely on it moving forward. But Raider Nation, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. What did you think of this dominant performance from the Raiders defense? What were some things that you love to see? Let me know in the comment section down below. But with that being said, Raider Nation, that is all for you guys in today's video. Anybody that's new to the channel, make sure to like, comment, subscribe to the channel. With that being said, I will see you guys in the next one.